What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 410, back on a brand new WWE Champions video. Now, outside of a weekend's worth of faction feud grinding, we have a brand new zombie champion getting ready to be unleashed and wreak havoc within October 2020's Zombie Apocalypse MLC. But this is actually going to be something different because this zombie is not based off of the toy line by WWE. This is actually a champion's original character, and it's none other than modern era powerhouse Daniel Bryan, Zombie, the Rising Dragon. Now, right out of the gate, this card art looks immaculate. It is absolutely beast mode. He looks truly intimidating and looks like he's prepared to unleash chaos within the ring against any opponent or opposition. Now, whether or not he's going to be just a decent mid-tier unit or an absolutely god-tier broken busted unit, we got to wait until that exclusive 5-star bronze gameplay from the broskies, thanks to the people over at Scopely, to see where he falls, let alone seeing if he's going to have a pretty essential or clutch trainer or coaching ability. But right now, from the card art alone, I am truly impressed. I hope that the gameplay and the abilities are up to snuff as well. But be on the lookout for that gameplay from the broskies. Once again, because trust me, your boy, the bad guy at WWE Champions, will be watching them ASAP. Now, with that aside, I am going to also state this. Although this is a pretty cool character, I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, Daniel Bryan is hands down one of the greatest wrestlers to ever step into a WWE ring. His rise was truly organic. It was not rushed. It was not forced. The people, the fans, the WWE universe chose Bryan to be that guy who gets that rub. And he never disappointed. It was a true David versus Goliath scenario in many of the matches that Daniel Bryan had. And he is also, hands down, one of the most technically sound wrestlers to ever strap up a pair of boots and enter a WWE ring. And with that being said, although I'm happy to see an original character by Champions in Zombie Daniel Bryan, and yes, kudos to a free-to-play trickster unit and the acrobat, yes movement, homage character, I would love to see a god tier PG era or modern era technician Daniel Bryan with the epithet American Dragon. It can be done. Whether they do it or not, that's up in the air. But it straight up makes money. It hands down will make money. I am confident of that. And the same thing can be said about Roman Reigns. Although Roman Reigns' rise was forced down our throats, one thing can be said about Reigns is that Reigns is a workhorse. And where he is now, I can't argue with what he's doing. I am loving what he's doing on SmackDown as the Universal Champion. Spoiler. And quite frankly, he's another guy that he's put on great matches with an array of talent from different sizes to different styles. So I feel, even though we got the Zombie Reigns showboat, the greatest showboat that never was, and now we're getting a powerhouse Daniel Bryan, I feel we need a god tier tech version of Daniel Bryan. And since Zombie Triple H has broken the habit of doubling up on a class, and since The Undertaker is the first to ever have one of every class, well, the possibilities are endless when it comes to a tribal chief Roman Reigns. Maybe a striker, maybe a powerhouse, maybe a technician. Anything's possible now. Anything's truly possible. But before this game shuts down, I really feel that both a human version of Reigns and Bryan deserve that mega superstar, broken god tier display. They rightfully deserve it, hands down. They're two of the biggest names of the WWE, point blank period. They deserve that nod. But with that being said, we have a faction feud, and we're also going to get a contest with Daniel Bryan. We're going to get some tours. We're going to have an open tour. We're going to have a tour for any Kevin Owens, any Kane, and any Brock Lesnar. So be on the lookout for that. You're also going to get bonus points for using different variations of these said champions. Now, there's going to be a faction and a solo contest. Honestly, don't worry about the solo contest unless you really are in that big of a need for more zombie striker Owen shards. To each his own. We all got our preferences, right? But the solo contest, in order to max this out, you just got to do 250 matches during this feud weekend. 250 matches. 250 matches. Not overall feuds, matches. So literally, if you got your perks maxed out, you got your straps and medals in order, and you got champions that are going to be able to quick and easily 1-2 turn opponents, you got nothing to worry about. You'll breeze through it. And the best part here is you don't even need any of the required zombies. If you do have them, those are bonus points. But literally, just winning matches alone, 250 matches during the feud weekend, you can max out this contest, walk away with urns to get different champions, walk away with a 5-star token, okay? Mad TP, evolved tokens for Zombie Jeff. You're going to get an opportunity at urns to pick up different zombies, as well as including Powerhouse Brian. This is definitely going to be a contest. Now, if you're not used to feuding, that's one thing. But for those of us who are used to it, it's going to be a breeze. Literally, put on a season of something you enjoy. Watch some old school wrestling pay-per-views and get the Wi-Fi ready and cooking and just breeze through your matches, max out the contest, and go on about your business. Clear the tours, and I wish y'all the best. I honestly say do your matches first, do your tours first, and if you really like Brian after you see the gameplay and when everything's said and done, do all of your content first that is free to play, the tours and the feuds, and then depending on how many shards you have left to get him unlocked, if you don't unlock him through the milestone rewards, then go and dip into your disposable income. I'm just trying to help y'all out so that way you don't spend too much this weekend, because people are going to go after him. But if you can do as much as you can free, it isn't going to cost you that much disposable income wise. Another thing also, although it's late to the party, I was happy to see that they did update the backdrops for the zombie characters. So I, again, just like how I did with the Masters of the WWE Universe crossover event MLC, I went ahead and took some screenshots of my zombie champions. I got one of my undead waifu Scream For Me page, got one of her, and of course I got one of this meta-changing unit, the guy who introduced the skip turn, even though Bam Bam introduced the skip turn, but Zombie Austin did it better. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, definitely went ahead and got a screenshot of him as well. So everything's here now. We got the backdrops for the zombies when you go to your roster. You can check them out like that and get your screenshots as much as possible. Then you also have the change to the arena, and you also got the home screen change. So everything is copacetic. It's just sad that they did this so late into the MLC. Some might technically call it early, but hey, it is what it is. At least everything's up to speed and matching, okay? So, with that being said, y'all, this is definitely going to be interesting. Again, 250 matches. That's all you need to do. 250 matches. Don't even think about it. Just literally clear out your stuff. Hopefully, this is where speed is a thing. So team up with your peeps. Knock them out. This is one of those times if you team up with people with lower rosters, you can breeze through everybody, cakewalk them, get hop out the queue, hop back in the queue. Heal yourself, hop back in the queue. Heal yourself, hop back in the queue. Heal up your faction mates, get back in the queue, and put boot to ass, smash as many gems as possible, clear those 250 matches. If you have the required superstars to give you bonus points, Good for you. Use them too. But knock out those matches so you can clear out that solo contest. Don't even worry about the faction contest. Again, unless you're a huge mark for Zombie Striker Owens, to each his own. Clear out the tours, any Brock, any Kane, any KO, and an open variation as well. Bonus characters will also help you out too with getting resources and rewards. Just dominate, do what you can, and most importantly, have a good time. So with that being said, y'all, bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love to each and every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. After you've seen the gameplay, come back to this video and let me know your thoughts on Zombie Powerhouse Brian. Can't wait. But even though we got this, just like we got This Is My Graveyard, Showboat Reigns, the greatest showboat that never was, I still would like to see, before Champion shuts down, whenever that time comes, when the Reaper calls their name or they move on to the next IP, I would love to see a God tier tech version of Daniel Bryan, whether PG era or modern era, as well as a modern era God tier Roman Reigns tribal chief, or show up and win, or wreck everyone and leave. You got 3 epithets for the guy either way. You can literally go down that route. Take your own path and make other versions of him. And just give them their due. They're 2 of the most over units ever. Like 2 of the most over wrestlers ever. Like, people boo Reigns all the time, but he has just as many fans as he has haters. And the work that he's doing now on SmackDown as Universal Champ, can't be mad at it. Definitely deserves a God tier unit now when it's all said and done. Monster of a man, could work with any style of wrestler of any size, and the same with Daniel Bryan. Technical genius, put on clinics and made people who were trash, straight garbo in the ring, look like they were masters. So these are definitely 2 guys I feel definitely need to get that rub, especially since they've been around since the beginning of Champions. It's just a thought. Just a thought. And Q&A video coming soon. Be on the lookout for that. But mad love once again. And until next time, stay tuned. Peace.